What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Shout out to the Kofi gang. What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Shout out to the Kofi gang for being in here, being involved and being active. Today we're going to check out Agust D, which is a different personality from Sugar, a separation. Ooh, two personalities in one. Shout out to the BTS army. Shout out to Bantan. So you're done. We are in the house. Leave the purple heart. Let the purple heart emojis flow in the comment section. Shout out to you guys. Today we're going to check out DAECHWITA. How do you say it? DAECHWITA. How do you say that? Anyway, let's check this out, man. It's one of the projects that he's worked on in the past. Now we've already checked out Agust D, the Agust D song. Now this is Agust D, you know, doing DAECHWITA, right? Let's check this out, guys. The visuals look very, very interesting. So let's check it out, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm really excited to check this out because it looks so cool. It also looks very traditional, linked to the Korean traditional cultural context as well. So I really hope I can understand this. There is an explanation video from DK TV, which I will watch after this as well. So stay tuned. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Very important to help me, encouraging me to keep doing this for you guys. Shout out to you guys. There are only 20% of you guys that watch my content are subscribed to my channel. 80% of you, which means the majority are not subscribed. So I would encourage you and implore you to subscribe my channel, which really helps me. Really appreciate you guys. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Are these people dead? And he looks like the king. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Shit. Hey, whoa. What is this? What is this? I wasn't ready, you know. There was no further warning. There was nothing. There was no warning. There was nothing. Really? You really gonna drop me into this with no warning? Like, you really gonna give me this heart attack right now? This rave, this party, without telling me, you know, maybe inviting me to the party first, giving me a ticket? No, you would just put me into the party like, yep, there you go. Whoa! That bass drop was so exciting, man. DAECHWITA, that's how they say it. DAECHWITA, that's how he's saying it, right? DAECHWITA, that's how I hear it saying. So I think he's undercover here, right? Anyway, we're gonna watch the explanation video, so I'm not gonna try and figure this out. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
That build up.
Oh.
Let me say one thing. The camera works here are so good. What do I mean? I mean the way it focuses on each character as he walks past them. It focuses on them and focuses on him as well. The camera they're using is really, really quality, man. That is so good. Obviously, this is so good. The raps. I'm feeling this, but man, I'm loving the videos as well. I love this traditional Korean vibe display. Oh man, it's so good. Born slave but now king. Okay. shove the past into the rice chest. Okay. Oh. You call me a pup, I'm a tiger, I am no weak pill popper like you. Oh damn, oh damn, oh damn. We're gonna check out the lyrics later, but oh damn, oh damn. Oh, oh good. Oh. Whoa! Holy shit! This dude is killing motherfuckers. Why? Hey, bro! Chill, chill, chill. This is a different style. This is a different flow now in this second part of the video. Now he comes in with a car, him and his gang, right? And now I'm not sure if it's the same character or he's playing a different character at the same time, playing a different character, playing the king as well at the same time. So I'm not sure if this is in the same timeline or this is a different time. I can't tell. I guess we will leave it to the explanation. We'll leave it to the explanation video. So this country is too small to hold me in yet. Yep, I agree. My time is worth. Wait, what? Who says time is money? My time is worth more than that. Oh. So think about my genius. Oh, I love that every stage is changing the flow. Oh my days. Blindfolded. I'm a king, I'm a boss. I'm a king, I'm a boss. He is vicious, isn't he? Oh. Okay. All right. So I am right in guessing that he's playing two different characters. So he's playing kind of like the vagabond and the king at the same time. Wow. I love that traditional warrior dance that he's displaying on there with the sword as well. Does he know how to use the sword, or does he know the traditional warrior dance? Because I've seen that dance before somewhere, right? Oh. Oh wait, he doesn't kill him? Wait, I am so confused. I thought he killed him. Now he's going to the king, which is him. Oh, he gave him a gun. Don't bring swords to a gunfight. That's pretty much what just happened. He gave him a sword and he Oh. Oh wow. So I think this is a song against his haters as well, right? This is a song against his haters as well, isn't it? Man, this guy is crazy. Let's check out the explanation video quickly. I'm so excited to see what this means because I love how he played different characters. Like this song was against haters, so does that mean that he played his own hater? Interesting. All right, let's see. Shout out to DKTV, by the way.
Suga has delivered another hard-hitting mixtape titled D2. The first Agust D album, released in 2016, focused on the tough times Suga faced when he was a teenager. Suga's at a very different place now. He's much older and he's much more successful. And this album focuses on the changes of his feelings after becoming one of music's biggest superstars. It's a very honest album, and my personal favorite off of this is the title track, DAECHWITA. It's a
DAECHWITA. Whoa, okay.
ultimate
I was saying it wrong the whole time.
flex track / warning / reminder with tons of historical references.
I would think
let's
so.
take a look
I would
into
think
it.
so. I would think so. DAECHWITA.
Yeah.
That build up, man. Oh.
DAECHWITA is Korean traditional marching music that was played when kings or royalty were moving about or important guests would visit, as well as when army would be marching. There are two main characters in this music video, a King Suga and a bottom class Suga.
Yeah.
We can see that the King Suga is a tyrant. He has everyone kneeling down with the faces down in the ground.
Yes.
And he beheads people who have complaints in this scene.
Yes.
You can see the Shinmungo here. People in the Joseon dynasty would hit this drum if they had something that they've been wronged. They'd hit this drum and the king or someone up in the hierarchy would come and sort out their problems. Except here, King Suga is killing the people who have such complaints and issues. But the bottom class Suga, with the help of BTS and army represented by the 6 other men and a woman in the scene, starts a coup. He drives up a car with the men representing BTS and also a cute painting of Bang PD. By the way, this painting has its origins in a Jungkook drawing of Bang PD. It's pretty funny. The King Suga sees this and gives a thumbs down and captures the bottom class Suga. The King Suga wants to kill him and does this graceful sword dance, which apparently Suga learned in 2 days. Meanwhile, bottom
in 2 days, damn.
class Suga, blindfolded and tied down, starts headbanging, singing DAECHWITA.
Yes. Okay.
Remember how I told you that DAECHWITA was played when kings were about?
Yes.
Or when the army would be marching?
Yes.
The bottom class Suga singing this is an announcement that he is actually the real king. He feels like he's the king.
Yeah.
The people under the king, the very ones that were kneeling to him in the beginning, are now joining Suga, headbanging with him. This DAECHWITA is also for them. These kneeling people are armies marching together with the bottom class Suga. At the end, the executioner who was supposed to take down the bottom class Suga actually frees him and gives him a gun. Bottom class Suga grabs this and shoots the king.
Yes.
I think the MV and the song is a metaphor for BTS and ARMY taking down the existing system and the ruling forces of the industry. The King Suga represents the system, the existing system, the few powerful companies that had control over the industry before BTS came to the scene. Bottom class Suga is Suga himself in a small company with basically nothing, as if he was born into a bottom class, and winning the people over, eventually taking down the king with BTS and armies. I think Suga picked the perfect motif to convey his message. And if you look at the historical references, you'll be more amazed at how clever this all is. Wow, this single verse has a lot to unpack, but let's just start with this line. The Joseon Dynasty, which is most likely where the song is set in, had a strict class system where there was a heavy discrimination based on which class you were born into. Slaves were not even considered human. They would be traded in cases their owners didn't have enough money, and they were thought of more as just things. Think about the mistreatment that BTS received earlier on in their careers. They faced heavy discrimination due to them being from a small company, and they were mistreated. So it's easy to understand why.
One of the really sad moments there, and withstanding all the threats that they received, right? The delete threats that they received from people and all of that. And I say delete because I'm using delete as a metaphor of and all of that. They're all sad, but one of the sad ones was when they would perform in a place where they were supposed to be displayed to the world, and then they wouldn't be displayed. The lights were not lit properly for them, the stage were not prepared for them, or they were called in as a filler, right? For other that sucks, man. That sucks, man. There is nothing that sucks to be a group that you are seen as a filler group. You're not the main event. Like that sucks, man. That mentally fucks you up. So yeah, that's one of the sad things, man.
Suga called himself a slave here. Slaves in Joseon were almost completely blocked off from advancing to higher classes. So for a slave to become a king is basically impossible. But Suga's saying he made it happen. The following line is a reference to Kwang Hae-gun, the king of Joseon Dynasty in the 17th century. He developed paranoia while in power and notoriously became violent and reckless. Hence the line, Berserk Tiger, Kwang Hae flow. But I think there are more reasons Suga referenced Kwang Hae in the lyrics, especially if you consider what his life was like. Kwang Hae-gun had a very roller coaster of a life. Originally, he was a war hero, defending Joseon against the Japanese invasion of 1592, one of the biggest wars in Korean history. His father, who was then king, had fled when the war broke out, and the 18-year-old Prince Kwang Hae led Joseon troops in the battlefield. Rarely at this time did kings or to-be kings go out into the battlefield themselves. So Kwang Hae, fighting with the people, won their hearts over, and there were movements to throne him as the king instead of his father. The father felt threatened by this, so he made a lot of political efforts to stop Kwang Hae from gaining influence. Eventually, Kwang Hae became stuck between two large political powers, and this struggle eventually made Kwang Hae go paranoid and become violent and reckless. Ultimately, he was dethroned after a coup. I think Suga somewhat relates to Kwang Hae, as he himself had been through a tough adolescence, having to go out into the battlefield at an early age, just like Kwang Hae did. He was an idol with no money, from a small company stuck in an industry dominated by big corporations. When Suga started winning battles and gaining power, he must felt a lot of efforts from the existing big powers to keep him away from the throne. Like what Kwang Hae experienced from his father when the people wanted him to become the king.
This is artistry on steroids, bro. Like, that is crazy how they're able to link the cultural references in the past and in the present into their lives. And not only do they have that, do they like kind of relate their struggles to that of the past, but they really go in deep with the symbols and the contexts. Man, how long do they sit down? So not only are they writing raps, right, they are really linking it to the cultural relevance of it. I mean, this is just something that, a theory that the army has come up with, right? Or DKDKT has come up with, which a lot of people seem to agree with, right? So I love that.
Suga mentions putting his past in the rice chest. For many Koreans, the word Tuju, or rice chest, is strongly connected to the tragic story of Sado Seja, which involves him dying in a rice chest. Sado Seja was the son of then King Yeongjul, and his father was extremely harsh on him, humiliating him and scolding him in front of others at a very early age. This became so severe that Sado Seja attempted to commit suicide a few times. But even then, he was treated terribly. He developed what modern doctors diagnose as bipolar disorder and began acting very violently. Eventually, the king ended up hating Sado Seja so much that he orders Sado Seja to go into a rice chest. 사도세자 went in,
Wow.
and he was stuck inside for 8 days and eventually starved to death. 사도세자 had a troubled life, filled with being humiliated, mistreated, and mental health issues just not being understood. Suga has been pretty open about his mental health issues he had when he was growing up, and I think he relates to 사도세자. He sees himself in him. He says he's putting his past in the rice chest.
Wow.
It's a declaration that he's putting the old troubled Yoongi, the 사도세자
yeah.
Yoongi, behind and looking at what's ahead of him. In the second verse, Suga focuses more on how he's now on the throne and he's better than everybody else. Suga directly name drops Bang PD and also takes a shot at other artists who do drugs thinking that they write better music while they're high. I won't name any names here, but I'm sure you can think of an artist or a few artists for that matter that will be at the butt end of this. Some in bigger companies, in fact.
Ooh, boy!
The diss aside, this line is also a glimpse into Bang PD's relationship with BTS. In a typical company, it'd be extremely difficult to even mention the name of your boss this openly without putting the honorifics Nim, especially considering how much a veteran and how much older Bang PD is compared to BTS.
Okay.
However, Suga name drops Bang PD as if he was his friend. We can sense that there is a very close bond and assume that Bang PD is very democratic with BTS. The fact that Suga is talking of Bang PD so casually is a flex of its own to others, as it's a sign that BTS has become so big and valuable to the company that he's at level with Bang PD.
I love this flow.
Now this is an interesting bit. Here Suga uses the Korean word hyunta.
Hyunta.
Hyunta is an interesting Korean slang that is used all around the internet. Directly translated as wise man's time, it is a word to describe the feeling you get right after you've ejaculated. Yes, ejaculated.
Oh, post-nut clarity. PNC, that's what it's called. PNC, post-nut clarity. That's when you realize the decision you've made and you realize that you actually don't basically you're not really proud of what you did. Wise man's time. Interesting. You become very wise.
And you feel no more sexual urges and you have a moment of clarity in your brain. You feel still, present, and sometimes disappointed that the short moment of satisfaction was all you got and you worked so hard for it. This slang originated from Japan, but it has become a staple in Korean everyday language, and it is widely used in everyday life outside of sexual situations. Usually in situations when you finally got what you dearly wanted and you wonder,
was it worth
it? Suga's saying he's feeling extreme hyunta because he has it all. He has money, he has clothes, he has everything he ever wanted, and there's nothing, no one above him. While this could be considered a small cry for help, I think within the context of this song, it's more of a hard flex. He's saying, others can only dream of what I have, but now I got everything and I feel bored and disappointed. But you won't know how I feel because you never had any of this. BTS has been on the top for the past few years, absolutely dominating, with a level of popularity that has never been seen in K-pop before. They're so dominant that it's sometimes easy to forget that they too had humble beginnings. In fact, more humble than most top artists out now today. They had to fight their way through discrimination, mistreatment, and humiliation. DAECHWITA is a reminder that this was where they started, and they took that system down. And it's also a warning that they had the resilience and the force to go through all of that. To go from slave to king. If you want us to make more videos like this, supporting us on patreon.com/DKDKTV helps us a lot. These explain videos get copyright claimed, thus we make no money off of them. 0 cents. So please consider supporting us on patreon.com/DKDKTV. For just a cup of coffee a month, you can get exclusive content and also help us continue our careers. And until next time, bye-bye.
Shout out to DK TV, man. And yes, they really work hard, especially basically when you create any video and you feature any copyrighted video, you don't make any money from it, you don't make any profit from it. So when people ask you to support them, you know, through Patreon, it's a really good thing. If you want to see them still work hard and create, especially DK TV, and creates the details that you guys enjoy and the army enjoy as a whole, then I think it's only fair to, you know, for them to ask to be supported. My way of asking to help is to like, comment, share and subscribe, which only takes a few seconds to do. Maybe the sharing takes a bit more, but liking, commenting and subscribing, you know, interacting with my channel, that's all I ask. That is what really helps my channel travel as far as it can be, you know, trying to get to the highest level of, you know, success that I can get this year. I used to have a number, but I've taken off that number because I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go for that number anymore. But anyway, at the end of July, pardon me, at the end of June, I want to hit the 60,000 subscriber mark. I'm almost at 50,000 subscribers, which is probably gonna happen at some point early this month in June. So shout out to you guys and happy new month as well. I'm recording this on the 1st of June, so I'm not sure when I'm gonna post this, probably the next day, so stay tuned. Anyway, shout out to you guys, really appreciate you guys. Stay tuned, like, comment, share, subscribe, very important, and I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Stay tuned and we're out. Peace.